Okay, we are now out on the launch pad with a ton of other crazy experiments. I think it's best to ignore those. I will cover them for you. See? Okay, and ready to launch in 3, 2, 1. Oh my god! It does reach! My goodness, I did not expect that. Okay, so the fuel tanks are an absolute no, but honestly, I think it'd be nice if I put them up a bit higher, like somewhere else on the craft, like here or something. Because, like, no, it would still hit the fuel tank. But then again, couldn't I just bring the fuel tanks a bit further out, you know? Obviously, okay, so I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab a structural piece and I'm gonna use this to connect the fuel tank, except for one pixel. Then I'm gonna do the same with the other side, at the same place. And then I'm gonna go grab the side separators, which I think I deleted. I have no idea where they are. If I ever end up finding them and they cause my launch to fail, I'm gonna find them in here and I'll delete them. And there we have it. I could delete these safely, but I'll have a bit less aerodynamics. But that's honestly a really low price to pay. I mean, I guess it is a really big price to pay if you include the fact that we literally need aerodynamics to survive. So, you know what? I'll give it some aerodynamics. I don't know if this is how it works in this game, but I might as well give it a try. Ignore the junk in 3, 2, 1. Okay. We have reached a 30-kilometer altitude. By the way, that really helped. By the way, for some reason, adding the Titan engines and making a few changes actually helped the first stage as well. So I just find that hilarious. Are staying stable and out of fuel, so detaching. Okay, the orbit is moving quickly. Flattening. And check it out. My orbit is just being created by nature. I don't think this is gonna be our return mission. What do you think? What should this be a return mission? What do you think? Obviously, I've only got literally less than 1% fuel in this stage. But thank God that's not my interplanetary transfer stage. Anyway, to Mars. Or should I have to? No, Mars is definitely the right choice. Okay. Moving towards the transfer window. Which way is my orbit going? That way. So I need to slightly turn this way. You know, you're never going to need to slow down when you're when you're heading to a planet from another planet in orbit. So... Okay. Thrust to weight ratio doesn't really matter for the mothership engine because it just needs to get you to space and then get you to orbit. Although its thrust to weight ratio must be abysmal if it's taking this long, because normally it'd take me like a few seconds to escape this Mars of Earth's gravity. Trust me, I don't know why, but like once you get to 1,000 it starts zooming. Which is high Earth orbit, I think, so. Do you notice it going faster now? Hey, slow down! I'm meant to be the big one around here. Anyway, what you gotta do what you gotta do to get to Mars, I guess. You also want to. I still also want to get an orbit around Mars, which is going to require a massive slowdown. Yes, I actually am one of those people who just want to be fancy by getting into orbit. But actually, it isn't something you want to be fancy about. I actually tried getting into Mars without an orbit once when I first started playing this game, and I crashed directly into its surface. Like most of my failed Mars missions, I actually have this one save, it's not this save, that like I do a ton of experiments in, and I've actually made it to Jupiter in that save. So like if this video gets 50 likes, I know that's a very big risk for a very new channel, but I'm willing to take it. If this video gets 50 likes, I'm going to show you my old save. And maybe I'll do a mission in it someday, but if this video ever gets 50 likes and I'm notified of it, I'm definitely going to be doing that, okay? Sorry, I just don't really have the best of noses today. So, sorry if you're complaining about that. I am slowing my escape trajectory by going to Mars and being in Mars, and I am slowing down my velocity, and I've captured into high Mars orbit. Okay. I'm gonna try and make a landing on Mars, although it's gonna be really risky from this height. Deimos and Phobos are just no. So Mars it is. On planets, you actually have to be really careful of the re-entry heating, because if you go in too fast and really bad things happen to your spacecraft, and you don't want really bad things to happen to your spacecraft. So, yeah. How to survive in space. You know, I have no idea where I'm crash landing on the complete opposite side of the planet from any landmarks. You gotta be joking me! Sorry. I'm just so shocked. Well, at least it means I don't have anywhere specific to land, so. I think this rocket's not. The only challenge I haven't really completed vanilla, like at least, is probably Mars Grand Tour, because Deimos just shoots you out faster than a cannonball. Jupiter Grand Tour I could probably do if it weren't for Ike's moons. Obviously, that's not an actual achievement. I'm listening to those narcissistic people who don't believe in anything. I know. How wrong of me. How wrong of me to do that. I think I should really stop roasting people. Whoa. Oh, you're joking me. What happened? Does anyone know what happened? By the way, quick trick. For some reason, if you press the time warp button, nothing happens. And also, you know what? I'm gonna try and shrink my horizontal velocity too, with the remaining fuel in the mothership, which is not a lot. So, I better hope it comes with some fuel savings on the lander. I'm gonna move down so it's a bit more efficient and fast. That's quite the opportunity. It's quite hidden. Well, I got some pretty good fuel savings out of the lander. Because, you know, I don't think it'd be a really good thing if the lander had to deal with crash landing at 670 miles an hour. No offense. Sorry to all those non-brain rot people, but I actually kind of had no other choice. Okay, lowering quickly, hopefully. Okay. Oh wow, I'm going fast. Okay. Ah! Well, everyone makes mistakes. A good thing I can do is just like do a really small burn to just to slowly bring down my speed until I reach the surface. It's a big fuel waster though, so I don't recommend it. Instead, this is what I like to do. And that's a landing. There will be a landing in a sec. I gotta be more careful. Anyway. On, off, on, off. On, off. On. Okay. The rocket is staying stable. For the most part, the rocket is staying stable, which is the best part about launching rockets. Oh shit, the engine's off! Oh, you're joking me. I hate this. I mean, I love this game. I've been playing it for multiple years. Why would I hate it? Gonna land on a really rocky slope. Whoop. Oh, okay, finally, I'm stable. I'm on Mars. I'm not gonna be able to get back, but hey, I'm on Mars. One of these days I might send a rescue mission, but no. Let's get out of here. A really good way I could have jettisoned myself is like just aim directly towards Earth and stuff. It requires a really fast speed though. And there's one that the lander can't even reach. So. Okay, so I'm out of the atmosphere and now I'm firing up. I used to be really confused about how a lander survives re-entry on one of these planets. I actually still don't know to this day. Well, it's been nice knowing you, because that was my last stage. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe next time I'll do a mission that's a bit more successful than this. Yeah, I don't know why I'm including gameplay, but anyway, don't forget to hit subscribe, don't forget to like. Obviously, I'm not saying you should do those things because it's just a bad idea. But, so long as you make someone else happy, then you can make yourself happy in the exact same way. Anyway, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.